Ben Sosinski, a 34-year Emmy Award-winning film editor, sat at the neat kitchen table of his parents' town of Tonawanda home, using a laptop computer to work on his latest documentary project. This one is about health care in a rural area of New Mexico, Sosinski said. It's about how difficult it is to provide quality health care in these isolated, rural communities. The healthcare film won't be his most high-profile project, but the soft-spoken Sosinski said he's proud to work on a documentary that focuses on a serious problem that needs attention. There's a big spectrum of projects an editor can work on, he said. There are a few editors who live in Hollywood and only work on big-money films like Transformers. There are also people who only work on small projects that mean a lot to them, like this one. It all depends on what you're looking for. In the relatively small and mostly under-the-radar world of documentary film editors, Sosinski has hit the big time. Last year, he and two colleagues Brett Granato and Maya Mumma won an Emmy Award for their work on O.J., Made in America. New ESPN series on O.J. Simpson is riveting. The powerful, nearly 8-hour documentary about a once-beloved Buffalo Bills star and his infamous murder case became one of the most honored documentaries in decades after it was broadcast on ESPN in 2016. In addition to winning the Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature, the O.J. Project won 40 other awards from film organizations. In addition to the Emmy he now keeps in a closet of his Brooklyn apartment, Sosinski and his two colleagues won 5 other awards for their work in editing more than 800 hours of archival footage and hundreds of still images. Sosinski spent 8 months immersed in Simpson's world, concentrating on the fallen star's strange life after he was acquitted of murder charges in 1995. O.J. is really a tragic figure, Sosinski said. This was a charismatic, talented guy who was capable of doing so much good in the world. But there were a lot of warning signs about him that just went unheeded. Reviewers raved about the O.J. Project, including Sosinski's work. Wired magazine called the film a masterful feat of editing. Winning awards for the O.J. documentary was exciting for Sosinski, who attended elementary and middle school in the Kenmore Tonawanda Public Schools before graduating from St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute and Vassar College. He's also edited several other documentaries that received plenty of attention. He got to work with members of the Eagles rock band on the 2013 documentary History of the Eagles, which won several awards. He worked with family members of the late Frank Sinatra on the 2015 project, Sinatra, All or Nothing at All, which was nominated for a Best Documentary Emmy. He collaborated with actor Leonardo DiCaprio and other environmentalists on Before the Flood, a 2016 doc about the dangers of climate change. That was followed by Rolling Stone, Stories from the Edge, last year's film about the history of Rolling Stone magazine. Sosinski doesn't make a big deal about the time he's spent with celebrities, but he was impressed with the late Glenn Frey, Don Henley and the other Eagles, who were really involved in the documentary, really cared about how their music sounded in it. DiCaprio was always surrounded by a big entourage, but Sosinski was impressed with his passionate dedication to protecting the environment.